Day 3 of my trip to Cartagena. I started off the morning getting picked up by my tour guide. Today we're going to Baru Island. I got picked up with a bunch of other tourists and we're on our way. For me, I have the entire day planned in Baru Island. As part of the tour, we are staying in the beach club in Baru Island. There's actually many variations of beach tours available in Cartagena. There were actually a lot of tourists in my tour group, but I found out that every single person booked a different tour in some variation. When we arrived to the beach club, everybody got settled in and relaxed. Everyone got a welcome drink, and I also got some breakfast because I actually did not eat breakfast today because it was so early when we got picked up. For the first part of the day, I just relaxed on the beach and took some selfies. I also did a little bit of swimming in the ocean. It was nice and relaxing. Later, a boat came by to pick us up for our tour. The first part of the tour is snorkeling. I've snorkeled in many waters and I really enjoy snorkeling. It's super fun. While we're snorkeling, they also got footage of us. The problem is I always have really bad memory and never remember to ask for the footage. Luckily, I always have my own camera also. I'll be honest, Cartagena doesn't have the best snorkeling I've seen, but it's still really fun. The tour guides also had a lot of breadcrumbs, so the fish were swarming all over. After our snorkeling adventure, we went to the next stop, which is a beach. From here, I also relaxed and swam in the water. This is a different beach that is a little more secluded. It's very pretty and relaxing. I also did try to get some pictures of myself, but it was kind of hard because I'm solo traveling. I asked a few people on my tour to take photos, and some people are kind of bad at it, not gonna lie. But honestly, I still love solo traveling. I've always really loved traveling a lot, and having no one to travel with won't stop me. After the beach stop, we went to the mangroves. They have a lot of friendly raccoons here that you can feed. That was kind of crazy to me because in New York we do not feed raccoons and we stay away from them. The raccoons are super cute, so for me this was the highlight of the day. This was also the closest I'd ever been to raccoons. Animal activities are so fun, how adorable.
Ay, venga.
After that, we're on our way back, and I got a photo of the beach we were at before we left. It's so beautiful. We're now being taken back to Baru Island, and actually it's quite large because we went to a few different stops before I arrived. At this point, I'm very hungry because the last time I ate was breakfast on the beach. In the evening, I have another tour planned, but for the meanwhile, I went back to the cabanas. I decided to relax and enjoy my lunch. My next activity planned isn't till the evening, so I decided to make most of my time and relax and eat some food. I also decided to take some selfies and try jet skiing for the first time. I actually asked somebody who was in my tour group to help me take footage. I think he did a great job, honestly. It's not that easy because you get really far away from the shore. Jet skiing is a quick activity, but I think it's a lot of fun in a short amount of time. In most places, jet skiing is pretty expensive, but this was probably the cheapest place that I would try to jet ski in a while, because Cartagena is pretty cheap. I can't fully remember, but I think it was equal to about 24 USD to go jet skiing for half an hour. That's actually a pretty decent amount of time to jet ski, and for me, I think it's a bargain. In my opinion, 1 hour would be way too long. But I think it's worth trying at least once for anybody. As I mentioned, the next tour is in the evening. The final tour of the day is bioluminescent plankton tour. I've actually done this tour one other time in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I couldn't really remember how I liked it because this was actually in my early 20s. Basically, you're seeing the bioluminescent planktons that are glowy inside of the water. You can only see it in the dark, so we had to do it past sundown. This is kind of an exaggerated photo of what it looks like in real life. But to be honest, if you want pictures of this, you really can't get them. It's not really possible. I think it's kind of cool, but nothing crazy, I'll be honest. After that, I headed back to my hotel for the day. That's all for day 3 of my trip to Cartagena. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching!